这是为了路易莎。
Now, before I start, I just wanted to say this. Hey, Reforge, despite me, what people say that you want to claim is grifting and all that about this woke stuff, just remember, Reforge, I have other things that I need to cover, okay? I can't cover the same thing every single time. Reforge, you have to be out of your mind if you think people like me will cover the same type of topic every single time, okay? Which is why I'm taking a break from the whole nonsense, the wokeness, and the Charlie Kirk situation to this one, Kingdom Hearts. I'm always a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, okay? And Kingdom Hearts is the one that introduced me not to just Final Fantasy characters, but also the Final Fantasy genre, the JRPGs, all that sort. It introduced me to that. For House of the Dead introduced me to the games of survival horror, which led to the introduction of me playing Resident Evil. But enough about that.
Alright guys, welcome back to another one. Today I want to try answer the question of how long has Kingdom Hearts 4 been in development for? This is a bit of a topic that gets thrown around a little bit, and there's no real definitive answer as to the actual development time frame we're looking at for the game, as it's never been formally confirmed by either Tetsuya Nomura or Square Enix, but there is information out there and evidence that sort of suggests the current development time frame of the game. Obviously, the game was announced and revealed back in 2022, but that's not to say Square Enix on April 10th, 2022 started KH4's development then, right? It obviously started quite a while before the official reveal yet. For those that don't know, the typical development time frame for a AAA game is anywhere from 4 to 5 years.
That is true, but Dragon Age Veilguard took 10 years. And guess what? Dragon Age Veilguard failed. What about Assassin's Creed Shadows? How long did that take out? Hey, Dragon Age Veilguard, take a look at this. 4 to 5 years. I mean, why it took Dragon Age Veilguard 10 years?
4 being the most common. Right now, as it stands, we are currently going out of that average or typical development time frame for a AAA title for Kingdom Hearts 4 and slowly approaching what is assumed to be Year 6. It should definitely be known, though, that the development process of a Kingdom Hearts title is a very different beast compared to most normal games out there. Square Enix have to go through a lot of layers in order to make certain things happen, considering that this is a Disney-owned IP. Disney need to tick off a lot of what Square is doing to ensure that the content fits Disney's guidelines. Naturally, there is a lot of liaising between both companies. Basically, it's thought to be that the Disney component of Kingdom Hearts, at least looking at modern Kingdom Hearts titles, extends the development period of these games.
Right now, Disney is facing their own troubles. Yes, and I do mean what I mean is that there's two worlds that is gonna be a major headache for not just Disney, but also Square Enix. Star Wars and Marvel. And don't forget, right now, Marvel is now in the dumpster because nobody even knows if Avengers Doomsday is going to perform well. Star Wars, The Acolyte, just cost over $1 billion. Because of these two major factors, I'm not even certain. I have my skepticals on Kingdom Hearts having Star Wars and Marvel as a world. We don't know if they're going to include the original Avengers or the brand new Avengers. Same goes for Star Wars, okay? The problem is that the original Darth Vader voice, James Earl Jones, if I have to make a guess, is no longer here. So I don't know if you can use Hayden Christensen because he did play in Obi-Wan TV show. Again, like I said, I don't know which one they were going to use because the only clue we have is the forest clip where we believe it could be Endor.
Now, Square Enix have multiple different development teams for their certain franchises, and the Kingdom Hearts one falls under Creative Business Unit 1. This one is based over in Osaka and is responsible for the Kingdom Hearts series. This creative business unit, though, again, it has been split into individual teams. The bulk of this team is developing HD Kingdom Hearts titles, so the mainline games, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 4, and the rest of Creative Business Unit 1 was working on Kingdom Hearts Dark Road and Union Cross and went on to start working on Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. So there was 2 Kingdom Hearts development teams. As we know, Union Cross came to an end. Missing Link got cancelled. So I would have to imagine that at this point in time, that team was absorbed into the development of HD Kingdom Hearts 4, with Creative Business Unit being one big team working on one singular project. Back in January of 2020, before the Remind DLC was released, Tetsuya Nomura did a small interview talking about Kingdom Hearts, and one of the questions that popped up was, are there any further updates or plans for DLC? Nomura said here, there are no plans for a hypothetical update as of now, but if issues come up, we will deal with it. Remind is to be the first and only DLC. We are already working on the next title. The title screen of Remind serves as a piece of foundation for it. The game that he's referring to here is Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. So at this time, there was actually another team that was also working on Melody of Memory. To add to this, Nomura also said, we need some time with regards to mainline Kingdom Hearts, but first up, the Kingdom Hearts UX team will have a surprise announcement tomorrow. That was Dark Road. Aside from the Kingdom Hearts 3 and UX teams, we actually have 2 new teams in operation, and from them, one title will be coming surprisingly soon. Melody of Memory. Mention of another new team here, so 4 in total at this point in time, I'd have to imagine was the beginnings of Missing Link, where once UX and Dark Road wrapped up, they absorbed into the Missing Link team. The point I'm trying to make here, though, is for all of these different Kingdom Hearts projects that have been releasing since 2020, there are individual teams assigned to these projects. The main Kingdom Hearts team has always been working on HD Kingdom Hearts, the mainline titles. So the development of Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, its DLC, likely wrapped up sometime in December of 2019. Because of that, we'd have to assume that development on Kingdom Hearts 4 likely began somewhere towards the very end of 2019 or right at the beginning of 2020.
I mean, if they did start it during 2020, is COVID, okay? It will be on lockdown. Yes, there'll be some people who can do work from home, or in this case, limited the job. So it may take some time. If it started on 2020, let's just say for all intents and purposes, it started in 2020. If today is their 6th year, or in this case, their 5th year, it could be releasing maybe in 2 years' time. We don't know yet. Like I said, it couldn't be reaching the 13 years, which that would be insane. Nobody in their right mind to go that far. Do you remember Dragon Age Veilguard? That thing flopped.
Square Enix even put up a job listing for HD Kingdom Hearts back in October of 2019, likely recruiting for the development of Kingdom Hearts 4. I also want to mention too that it's also very likely that development on Quadratum as a world may have also started back in 2019 as well. The original plan for the Remind DLC was that it was going to include a brand new world. Nomura said that they actually did start designing and planning a new world, but decided to pull this out. We'd have to imagine that the new worlds that Tetsuya Nomura is speaking of here is Quadratum, that the secret episode would basically take you to Quadratum. There would be an explorative phase where you get to run around the world, open up chests, and eventually have it end with the Yozora boss fight. Because he mentions here that in the end I decided that it would be better to work it in properly from the start next time there's a chance. I definitely believe he is talking about Quadratum. So by about December of this year or January of next year, we are looking at a 6-year development time frame for Kingdom Hearts 4, which is starting to get into the area of being very long and quite dragged out. It's concerning, of course, because we still know very little about this game. There is literally 1 trailer and 7 screenshots. Well, Nomura has mentioned recently that development on Kingdom Hearts 4 is going according to schedule. With how quiet they've been about the game, it obviously does raise concern.
That is quite true for it to raise concern. Dragon Age Veilguard took a decade to finish. And when Dragon Age Veilguard came, it was dog shit. I mean, yes, there are some good things. There was no broken, no nothing, but the story, everybody hated it. Even when Tosh says, I'm non-binary. Regardless what the shills would say, no, Dragon Age Veilguard flopped.
I do believe, though, that this is part of Square Enix's new approach to how they market their games rather than showing content over the course of many years. They now want to start the marketing cycle about a year out of release. The other thing, too, is if we look at Kingdom Hearts 3's development cycle, that took about 5 years. Although it was revealed in 2013, and by that point there had been about a year's worth of development progress made, that project ended up restarting as Square Enix wanted to shift development from their own in-house Luminos engine over to UE4. So development on that game truly began at about the beginning of 2014, with the release right at the beginning of 2019. So 5 years. Right now, looking at Kingdom Hearts 4, we are beyond that time frame, even with the expertise that the Kingdom Hearts team now has with Unreal Engine. So even though there are those Disney difficulties when it comes to the development process of a Kingdom Hearts title, you have to ask the question, how much time do you actually need, even knowing you have to go through all of those loops and hurdles, given the Disney difficulty?
Also, don't forget the Unreal Engine 5 problems, okay? Because right now, don't you know, Unreal Engine 5, some games work well, such as Expedition 33, uses Unreal Engine, works well. The one problem that did happen, let's say for example, Lost Soul Aside. When I played Lost Soul Aside, there was a lot of lags. And another thing is Silent Hill F. Many people are reporting it is broken on not just at PC, but PS5 as well. Yes, the Unreal Engine 5, okay? Many people are now criticizing the Unreal Engine 5 because some games launch broken, bugs, you know, all the sort. And also Borderlands 4, another example.
For funsies, I decided to look into how long it took Square Enix to develop both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 back in the day, and while there's no definitive answer, it's assumed that it's anywhere from 2 to 2.5 years, which is an insane thought. Obviously, the development landscape of the difficulty and time to make games is very different compared to the early 2000s. But what I would give to go back to those days where we would get Kingdom Hearts content so consistently. Games just take way longer to create nowadays.
Yeah.
Because we are fast approaching the 6-year period of development for KH4, this is why whenever a gaming showcase rolls around, there is always slight expectations and high hopes for the game to pop up, because at this stage, we should ideally be seeing more of the game. I absolutely have expectations for the Game Awards this year. There is no reason why we shouldn't be seeing a lot of Kingdom Hearts 4 in 2026.
First off, that was a good video. I'm gonna leave the video link in the description. When it comes to collaboration, doesn't matter what it is, you have to make sure both parties agrees on one single term. Because first off, Disney is in hot waters right now, and Square Enix, well, I don't think they're faring any better. Don't forget they have their localizers in Final Fantasy openly mocking Charlie Kirk's, even though that's from the English, or in this case the US base, but Square Enix is based in Japan. Although I don't think Square Enix is going to address that, which to them it's a minor inconvenience, but I have faith in Tetsuya Nomura. I'm 100% certain that most of the development team in Kingdom Hearts 4, they will not even mock or celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk. What they do is simple. Zip it. Disney is another thing, okay? Remember, Star Wars Acolyte lose like what, $250 million? Now with the current landscape of Donald Trump, I don't think Disney is going to listen to the current administration. They have to listen to Donald Trump, otherwise they won't be in business. Bob Iger knows this. And I don't think with the Kingdom Hearts brand, okay, I don't think Kingdom Hearts would save either Marvel or Star Wars, even if they manage to include those worlds. But that's just my theory, folks. I would like to hear what you think.
需要恢复一下。这是为了路易莎。